all started back when I was a kid on Melmac, and my name was Gordon Shumway. Actually, I prefer Alf.
Today I saw a long-legged girl heading my way. She was flipping a frisbee and looking okay. In one hot flash, she did a little spin. She whipped me that frisbee. I whipped it back again.
My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. Wherever I go, he goes, my buddy.
Stop this commercial! Check out the new Pogo Bowl blaster with a hot new look and a bigger bat.
Warning, once you get your hands on Rubik's Cube, you may never be able to put it down.
Know how we make it look so real? ViewMaster 3D artists draw lots of pictures. See? One in the back, one in the middle, and one in the front. When you see them all together in 3D, the characters look so real.
The collector case that carries more than warriors, more than weapons. Your parents put it together.
Battle in incredible battle chariots, the ram, the tiger, the reindeer. Battle beasts. And in battle transport vehicles that change into battle stations.
The evil robot Shackle the Dynamiker.
Braveheart storming. That boulder's coming in fast.
He's new from Tenner's Raiders of the Lost Ark collection.
Stay low, Indiana. They're right behind you. One more, kid. Go to Turbo. You got me. You're no match for Knight Rider.
Warhawk. Rambo, leading the force of freedom with a hot new battle-action flamethrower.
You need a light, Warhawk.
Rambo and Warhawk, each sold separately.
Okay, so here we are at the table. I'm just showing the box so that you see what it is that you should be expecting during your delivery. I don't know if people are really knocking off statues yet. Of course, we know that there are quite a few knockoffs when it comes to other lines, including the recent Bayman, which really was Batman, but Bayman kind of had me cracking up. Great review, by the way. Same Time Toys. Check it out. And then, of course, here, and then 1536 to 2500. So we'll get her, but this is what you should be expecting when you get your PureArts statues. Okay, so here we are at a box, and once again, PureArts. If those of you who haven't seen my Jinx statue, they put these great little corner guards on all 8 corners during shipping, which really protects the box. So if you're like me and you're an in-box collector, this is really awesome. So I expect that when we take her out of the packaging and we see the styro, just like Jinx, more than likely we will have straps, which again, shout out to PureArts for their packaging. So Vi, the character of Vi, of course, is a character from the League of Legends game. She was introduced as a playable character or champion within the game's December 2012 update of the 2009 multiplayer online battle arena video game. Of course, you know, she's presented as an impulsive, contemptuous woman who uses a massive pair of gauntlets powered with magical energy as her weapons of choice. So she's nicknamed the Piltover Enforcer because of her association with the city's guardians. And she's also a former criminal who hails from Zon, which we explored a little bit about when we were looking at the Jinx statue, of course, the Undercity region of Piltover. So she's the archenemy as well as the older sister of Jinx. And she's appeared in not only the video game, but of course, the great Netflix animated series Arcane, where she is voiced by Haley Steinfeld. Yes, that Haley Steinfeld.
Smoke! Is that what it looks like?
So, awesome character. Again, PureArts absolutely delivering on the box art. And we get to see a great look of this statue they were about to open, including some of the light up features on the base. Let's see what they say. The Piltover Enforcer, once a criminal from the mean streets of Zon. Vi is a hot-headed, impulsive, and fearsome woman with only a very loose respect for authority figures. Growing up all but alone, Vi developed finely honed survival instincts as well as a wickedly abrasive sense of humor. Now working with the Wardens to keep the peace in Piltover, she wields mighty Hextech gauntlets that can punch through walls and suspects with equal ease. So, this is such a great image. I mean, I really love this box art. And again, this light up feature, which also, by the way, attaches with the Jinx figure. So it's cool. So let's get her out of her box and let's have a look at this statue. So again, as with Jinx, this comes with very clear instructions on how to put it together. It also lets you know for the power source and where the light switches are. So just like Jinx, the base takes a USB-C port and the glove will take an A23 battery. Of course, Fishbones, the rocket launcher on Jinx, is the one that takes the A23 battery. So I'm going to have to kind of think about if there's like a multi-port USB-C port that I can do like instead of its own individual, but whatever, either way, we'll figure it out. We won't light it up when we're reviewing it, but there is a light up feature. And so, yeah, awesome. Okay, and as we suspected, of course, PureArts, again, packaging, super awesome. Comes with the straps. Really love this, guys. Much preferred than the tape here that you're always trying to put in between. You're chopping out and damaging the styro. If you're OCD, or if you even have a touch of OCD, like I do. This is awesome. So, all right, let's take it out. Okay, so as you can see, we have quite a few pieces here. Base, body, I'm pretty sure gloves, hands, some other stuff. So we'll take it all out, but just want to show you what it looks like in packaging. Once again, really, really well packaged. Great job by PureArts. And we'll put it together. Okay, so as all good things, it always starts with a good base. Really love this effect here with these lights. Really, really look good. Solid design. I love the translucency of it, the color. So again, there's your base, your 1/6 scale statue, 1536 of 2500. Really nice design in the rock and in the plating and kind of the paint apps. You can really see some of the shadowing there. Really looks good. Some of the weathering, of course. So that's your first piece. Let's keep putting it together. Okay, so this is a magnet system. I hope this comes up on camera. I hope you guys can see. I'm pretty sure you can. But you have two pieces of this kind of piping fence, and you can see right here, even before I got close, the magnet was already pulling it in. So this is going to be my left, and I suppose what is the right side if you're facing the other way. So anyway, on the left side, this is going to go in. You can see the two magnets here. So I'm pretty sure this will be a simple pop and play, which of course it is. Bang. So there you go. That's your one side. You've now got another little side of the fence, which again, pop and play. So this is going here, or snap and fit, snap fit. So again, and the magnets are solid. Once you're in there, it's actually not that easy to pry it apart. So really, really great design here. Okay, so next is Violet's, well, basically her entire body from the neck down, with the exception of her hands and her head. So you can really see the amount of detail here from the boot. Hopefully you're capturing that. The boot down to the coloring, the paint apps are really, really nice. Her armor, you know, a bit of her undershirt there showing in the purple. We go around back, of course, here. We've got this beautiful little design there. Bootstraps at the bottom look really, really great. So again, they really spared no detail. Paint apps are really good. As I said, I'm really, really impressed by PureArts and the things that they're doing these days. I think this looks absolutely fantastic. I'm really happy to have discovered PureArts, and I'll certainly be purchasing a lot more of the PureArts statues going forward. All right, let's put her on. Quickly, there she was. It really was just a simple, you know, snap fit. Left foot goes into that slot. Pretty simple. Seems really So, you know, not a super heavy torso and body, which is nice. So you know over time this is not kind of maybe give out under pressure and under gravity. So I like it. The base is super solid, and that's really what matters here. Okay, so let's carry on. So super bummer, guys. We had a breakage in packaging. The thumb is broken. You can see right here, it is broken off. Very surprising. This was very, very, very well packaged. So hard to believe this happened as a result of traveling, because everything else is in absolute pristine condition. So a bit of a bummer. I will email Sideshow, see what they're gonna say. My experience with them in the past is that they want you to mail back the entire box, which would be really, really crappy because I'm in Canada. So we'll see if there's anything they can do otherwise. And then I'll set to seeing if I can fix this. But there you go, man, live. What a shame. Again, don't think this is on packaging. So not sure where this happened. All right, guys, we're back after a little bit of repair time. So I've been able to repair the thumb, glued it back onto the right hand. So you might be wondering how I fixed it. Essentially, I mean, I'm blessed, I'm sure, or I'm lucky that, you know, I have a wood shop. I do a lot of woodworking as a hobby. So, you know, I have all sorts of grits of sandpaper. I actually took an 80 grit, just went where it broke off here and basically sanded both sides of the break to create, you know, some rough so that it can, you know, have some adhesion. So you don't want to just try and glue it at the break. You do have to rough up the surface. Of course, you know that any surface that's granular or rough will have a better time sticking to the other surface. And then I did put some glue at the other side here where the thumb kind of meets the forefinger. So yeah, I mean, it's perfectly fine. I will still, of course, reach out to Sideshow, see if there's anything they can do about this, replacing this. Look, the packaging is awesome. It happens. You know, you know, I mean, we've all gotten figures, whether they're Hasbro or any maker, as well as obviously statue makers, and it happens. It's just the nature of it. So really can't put this on transportation at all. I looked at the box. It's absolutely pristine. Have to imagine this was done at time of packaging, and it happens. That's all there is to it. Again, very solid piece. Great fist, by the way. Awesome, awesome detail. Love the colors. Love the paint apps. Left and right hand look awesome. So honestly, guys, not a big deal. You know, it is what it is. Again, as I said, you know, these things are really pretty easy to fix. If for whatever reason Sideshow, you know, can't do anything about it, or they ask me to, you know, mail back the entire piece, I'm going to live with this. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. But I'm glad it happened so that you guys can see that when it does happen, it's not always the fault of, you know, the post or even the manufacturer. They make, you know, in this case, 2,500 of these. Things are going to happen. But it doesn't also mean that these are not solid. They're absolutely solid. Okay. Anyways, hope that does not detract you from looking at this. It certainly shouldn't. Take it from me. Not a big deal. This is completely and perfectly glued on now. There will be absolutely, it's actually probably better than it was before. Okay, let's keep going. Just a quick look again after having done that repair on the thumb, you know, just resetting where we are. So the left glove went on, the right glove went on. They look absolutely fantastic. Everything is really, really good. And so that's where we're at. Let's take a look, of course, now. There's some smoke effects that you can put on. So we'll get to those next. And then, of course, we'll end it off with the fantastic face sculpt. Okay, so we've put the effects on, the smoke effects here coming out. So both facing that way. Again, both magnetized. Super, super, super easy to put on. Well constructed. Not an issue with that. Of course, that leaves one last piece, and that is Vi's face. All right, so let's have a look here. I mean, this is awesome. I mean, this really, really, really looks good. I hope that's coming up on camera. As always, Sculpt is dead on, hair's dead on, eyes are there, markings are there. You could see the Vi on her cheek, her goggles, hair looks great. So that completes the statue. So let's put her together, have one final look, and give you my final thoughts. Okay, so here we are. Here's the Vi as seen in the League of Legends game, and of course, as also eventually seen in Arcane, the fantastic Netflix series that, again, deserved a season 3. This is Vi, the other half of the duo, or the dio really that I got, which is Vi versus Jinx. You can buy them separately or as one piece. Jinx will attach to the front here so that you can have them both. Light up function here. Really, really great sculpt. Fantastic detail. Love the base. Love every piece of this. Super simple to put together. Great magnet lock system. Of course, we all saw, can't avoid or not talk about the fact that the thumb came broken on the right hand. However, you know, I showed you guys the packaging. The packaging is immaculate. So I really, you know, there's not a mark on that box. I am very confident to say that that did not happen during travel, I think, or during post-handling. That was just a manufacturer's default. It happens. Again, remember, you're dealing with polystone, you're dealing with different materials. The more detail you get, of course, you do, you know, give some fragility comes with that. Not a big deal. Super simple fix. Told you guys, little sandpaper, some CA glue. Everything is as good as new. I will reach out to Sideshow. I will send them an email, show them what happened, and I'll let you guys know. Now, when that happened with my Darth Vader statue and the flaming lightsaber broke, they said, okay, mail the whole statue back. I refuse to believe that that's the answer, but it could be. I will explain to them, of course, I'm in Canada. To mail this back would be cost prohibitive. I'll let you know what happens. Again, not a deal breaker. It happens. It happens no matter what you order in the mail. I don't care if it's figures, electronics, whatever it is, clothing, shit happens. Anyways, what do you think of Vi? What do you think of the Arcane TV series? What do you think of the Jinx statue that we reviewed on the last one? Are you a big fan? Once again, like, subscribe, share, engage. AFA112, Action Figure Addict 112. Thank you for correcting me last time and not acknowledging the video game source for these figures. Really appreciate you doing that. Love this community for that. I, of course, know them from Arcane, so that was what attracted me to these statues. Again, be good to one another, and may the Force be with you, as always.